dude. Dude, well, that was a little bit too much. Okay, dude. Don't glitch me out. It's starting to a bit. What's the difference than that? Yep, the PBA New York Classic starts in about like 8 to 9 minutes. Um, so you better watch on CW. So ow. Ow. Jesus. That was pretty dumb. Because I keep a hitting of on myself. That commercial, it's pretty lame. I don't know what kind of commercial is this. And all live chats are available, so. Mars Body Shop. That's funny. I can be this scoreboard. It's been saved, which is good. Let's throw in that tree, shall we? There we go. Nice to turn on this lamp tree. Yeah, that looks good in this spot right here. Yeah, it is a little bright in here, so I just need to make sure it doesn't bright on this thing. Yep, it's still good. Yeah, and since if you guys remember of the um let's see what the last time that I did. Oh yeah, that's right. If you guys remember the PBA Ohio Classic, I cannot uh, live stream it. It's because I have some plans for Easter dinner last week because I went to my grandparents, which they do also live in Sioux Falls, so we don't have to travel or anything. And it was the Easter dinner was at 4:30, so that's why I cannot live stream. That's what you've been seeing. I post a YouTube video instead. So. And I have good news. Chris Prayford is back on TV again. So he is back on TV. So he is the number 4 seed. So yeah, and he hasn't been on TV in a while. Probably not like since last year of the WSOB World. Um, I mean, no, that's not World, but or I can't really remember what his last time that was. But I won't yell it out loud or anything like that. So, yeah. I'm up to 369 subscribers so far, so I've been doing pretty well at it because most people loves it, and we are under a fire weather warning that is has been issued again in it's covered the whole entire south in South Dakota. So because we're under a severe drought, which is not good for us, but I'll still enjoy this day. It is right now. It's 74 in Sioux Falls, which is also a good sign. Yeah, I forgot how to spell that. I've been seeing some that the YouTube channel has like less than 500 subscribers when I don't know who that was. I forgot how to spell longest dance. Let's take on the garage bowling alley here. I really miss of his one of those. Been seeing that stuff. Oh, so that's how you spell that. That was like a little bit off ways. Okay, why do you show that part? I don't know, man. Yeah, that's not even loud at all. 77 right now in Sioux Falls. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, Rick, what an unpredictable season we've had. Like I said, 7 winners. We've had veterans like Patrick Dombrowski winning the U.S. Open. We've had rookies like Bonta and Spencer rising to the occasion. And
Seven
today we have
different
some
ones?
champions trying to get it done
Wow.
again. And then we have some rookies trying to rise to the occasion. I can't wait. Yeah,
Crazy.
3 of the guys are major winners. So they have already hoisted the trophy of major events. Take a look at this. We go back to 2021, the U.S. Open. Chris Vi won that one, yeah, during COVID. Chris Prather, 2 majors, the 2020 PBA Tournament of Champions, the 22 World Championship, and Patrick Dombrowski, yes.
Yep.
20 best forms that we have on the PBA Tour. It's so pretty to watch. And what an opening
Alright,
match
sorry
we had
guys.
starting
I
here.
have no idea what just happened. It just got interrupted or
These two bowlers,
something.
so smart. What I would
I
call
heard Chris
real-time
Bradford got a
strategy.
strike in this shot.
See the lane
So
well,
let's zoom in on that
just miss
again.
quick. What an opening
I
match.
don't know why it cut me off though. This is so stupid. Alright, we're back.
Last week we talked about redemption. Could it be redemption for Chris
Tempen.
Vi, who also leads the 10 pin?
That's my apology. So
In the
I don't
field
know
last week,
what just
Vi has
happened.
not been able to
Maybe
get
the
all the way
Wi-Fi
up
must
the
have
ladder
cut me off
and fight for that
a little
title.
bit. But
Possibility
yeah,
exists
I don't
today
know,
that he could
guys.
have to run the ladder.
It's my very first that it just happened. So I thought I was going to live stream again, but nope. You can't
Danny Walker will pick up the 10 pin.
continue that.
Boy, many of the pros on today's show bowl a perfect game. Everyone in America can receive a
Oh, it
free
is
game of bowling
continuous.
courtesy of
Huh.
Go Bowling. To
Okay.
pre-register, visit
I didn't
gobowling.com and
even
sign up
notice that
for the Go Bowling
mess.
Free America promotion. We did that in week 1, and sure
That
enough,
was
Brandon
stupid.
Bonta
When the
comes out and throws a
stupid.
perfect 300 game, and everybody in America that signed up for it was like,
Oh
okay,
no, Chris
good for you.
Prayford got a spare. I must have missed that. Yeah, it just when it's like live streaming,
Elias
it
second frame.
put me back on the home screen on the YouTube. I was
Hand
like,
on the head grab there, but he still
YouTube,
able to get
why
another
did
notch
you do this?
knock them all down.
And it
Yeah,
has
great
never
shot
done
here from
done it
Chris.
to me. So
Comes up a little high.
it's
He's a
so
little low
stupid.
on the trip for
It's
there.
so
That's how you
stupid
gotta
when the
start your match. Most
YouTube
folks start with a 10 pin. I think
that
that's just a
when
field
it
thing.
was live streaming, it
These
puts me
players
back
very
on
tricky.
the home
These players, they might feel what they
screen
need to do with the release.
on the
They'll be able to start carrying better. We see
YouTube.
Chris Prather start with the IQ 8
It's
for
so
AI.
it's
Each
so
Prather
dumb.
don't react to
I
Chris
wonder
Vi
why
like you're
it's
a man.
doing that. Okay, there we go. There's a strike
Strike
track.
there for Chris Prather.
Well, hopefully this will never happen again.
He's one that gets a little bit close to the foul line.
So,
Yeah, you see Prather here. This is a little too
is
close
he
to
really?
comfort for me, but beautiful 5-step delivery. You can see,
I don't know how old
this is
that
what
he
I want to
is.
point out, his head. So steady right here. As he goes into his release, that thing doesn't move. You can basically just
Oh yeah, it is close to following. Yeah,
have a plate sitting on that
I
and
don't
it
know
would
how
fall over.
lucky they are. Uh oh,
The split.
it's a little
Over
left
10
of
split
target.
for Prather. Now this left lane all week was tended to
I just give
more
myself
than
a
the
little
right lane.
pause
You see
because
Prather
I
going
just
in
don't want to go
control.
too
He's left trying
fast,
to combat
or
that.
else I might
This
screw it
shot
up
goes
a
a little
bit.
high.
So,
Leaves him for
just
10.
to
First
talk
time he's
about
left in the
why
lead.
is it doing that, but it's glad I did. So, Ah, dang it. I thought he had it, but does not.
He liked it. This is exactly what he needed to do. Slide that 4-pin over, and wow, what an incredibly unlucky break to
I
be
never
right in
seen
front
the
of the
4
10
pin
pin.
get to front of the 10.
Just cut it a little too much.
Oh yeah, let me check on that.
Instead of sliding into it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, there we go. Now all live chat is available now. So that's the stupidest thing. 10 pin, jeez.
Ring 10 there.
Rain 10.
Yeah, Rick, I don't know if you noticed, but last time Chris Vi threw a strike, the crowd kind of laughed in response. That's because for Chris Vi's strike song, he didn't know this was going to happen. They played the Cookie Monster song as the first strike song.
Cookie Monster.
Angie always brings a shock to cookies.
Oh gosh.
And he didn't give her
Here we go again.
Shout out after that as well.
There's Chris Vi's mom right there. Oh gosh. They got it there, but he must have lost his footing there. Still in the lead by 12. That's Chris Vi's parents. So that's what it is. Because I did remember that it was last week. It is Arsenal. I know, sitting down like that is making me feel on comfortable sites.
We see Chris throwing an IQ towards 78U. This is your thing. This is the ball he threw most of the week.
It's pretty good. Nope. Flat 10.
He left the 10 pin 29 times.
29 times of the 10 pin? Oh my gosh.
But now he's
Jeez.
done it a couple
That's
times
a lot
already.
of 10 pins.
Yeah, already 3 10
That's what
pins.
happens when you hit it.
What Uridane is prone to doing,
And that's
Chris
why
was
it
able to
doesn't
get
get
that
the
10 pin
10.
out all week, and I think this is why Breaker is actually doing reactive right now, because the carry
Hopefully
with Uridane
you
ball,
guys will
they
still
break
hear
it
okay.
early
Oh,
with that.
Jesus. What's going on with that? That's his second time with that foot.
Got here. Prather was able to defeat Sanders.
Ooh,
And
Chris
Vine
Brayford
got
did good. He's on the number 17 seed of that.
Riley Woodard beat him, but he was the highest seed, so that is why he is now
Poor
the
Darren Tang.
or the number
Oh
5
well.
seed in this bracket.
Ooh, not got hooked, but it did. It was a little bit, right?
Just a little tighter. Ball gets to the spot down lane, just doesn't want to come.
27 people are watching. That's not bad.
Beautiful
Maybe
release
they're
here.
probably still asleep
Shaker to fall.
or something.
Now Prather throwing
Most
high
of
on the
them
slider
are.
last time, leaving that 410. He's going to have to make a little adjustment with his feet left.
Down by
That ball a little wider down lane.
11 pins, so
Has to trust it.
if he strikes, he'll be Detroit by 1. Yep, he did. Yeah, that was a good one.
Back-to-back strikes.
Team lost an hour. That's his speed was.
In the fourth and fifth frame. Now
Alright,
Vine
let's
will
go
take
back
us
to that.
the fifth and sixth frame before we take a quick break. We see Chris making a ball change here. Throwing a rocket AI, going to
Oh, he's
going
making
to
a
reactive now
ball
on
change
Uridane.
here.
Now this is, he hasn't gone to reactive this early on the lanes all week. Let's see if he can make the change here.
Whoa, that's a way right of target. I could tell on that shot that was way right.
Flirting with the
I mean,
gutter down
a little
lane.
bit of right.
You heard Chris, wow, that one got all the way out to the one board, and you heard him say it wants to fall off it. That means players are getting the ball to the
210.
spot that they wanted to get to. It just isn't getting
That
up the
sucks.
hill and hooking into the pocket. But 210 spare here, makeable for Chris. Did it twice this week, and was able to get it once.
Got it. That's. Is that the first split that we? No wait, that was the second split conversion that we seen
Confident booster for Chris.
this
Couldn't have drawn it up any
season.
better. He's at the left side of this 2-pin, slide it into the
That's a
10.
way.
And
like Prather is able to connect. Both players dialed in. When they're making big shots and splits like this, converting, both
Yeah.
players are on top of their game.
That's what
You see the deep breath there. Chris talks
is
about
Detroit
staying
by
patient.
one.
Doesn't want to put extra pressure on himself.
Yeah, does not. Okay, that's a good adjustment. It's going on the commercial break, and Chris Prather leads by one.
As a strike in the sixth, coming off of that split eight pickup. Prather coming off of 2 strikes in the 4th and 5th frame. We'll see who takes the advantage when we come back.
All right, guys. So, yeah, that was pretty crazy. I don't know if you'll be able to see my face, but pretty sure that's why I'm possible. Positive. Oh, okay. I cannot speak. What kind of word I was gonna say? Possibly. Yeah, there we go. Sheesh. That's also trying to darn say it. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy one. That's what uh, Chris Prather almost converted the 410, and I cannot believe the 4-pin just missed it in front of the 10, and I was like, how can you miss that? Like in front of the 10 pin. Like I never seen that, and that's why that Chris Via it's been leaving um, 10 pins already in this first half of the match. That if you hit it like a flat 10, that means the ball will never get enough to get that 10 pin. That's why the 6 pin will lay into that right gutter if you do that. Um, and that's why that it cannot even get it. That's why that was his second strike in this match. So, and what happened in the 5th frame that he left the 210 was that was a little right of a target, so that's why it can never do it. But he did convert it, and which is good to keep himself alive here. That's why he strike himself in the DS6. So, yeah, it looks pretty nice, and all live chats is available. So just letting you guys know. And here's that tree lamp right here. If you don't know what it is, even I forgot what it's called. So yeah, try to turn on and make it more interesting. So yeah, I just got up at after close to 8:30 a.m. this morning. So, and yeah, I don't know what just happened that when it was live streaming the first 11 minutes, it accidentally put me back on the home screen on the on the YouTube home screen by itself, and I was like, how, dude? It's like not even cool, which, and I wish it will stop probably doing that, which it's been a pain, which, and there's no YouTube should not supposed to be doing that if someone is um live streaming, uh if that puts it back on the YouTube home screen by itself. That's what it did. I didn't even touch the screen or anything, so that's what it did. Seems like it's been doing okay now, so it's been doing fine. So I don't know why the first 11 minutes that did that for, but won't want to worry about it now. That's like a little issue there.
And welcome back inside. Keeping everybody happy is DJ Diesel here, playing the rockin' tunes. Well, took a quick break there, but back to action. now with the advantage. Max scored 258 for Prather, 537.
Oh, that could have been a disaster.
Heard him say good angle. The shot shape was what he wanted to execute. The last time on this lane, he went light. So this one, he gave it a little more power, a little more reps to try to get the ball up the hill into the pocket. It just hooked a little quick. And then these lanes are just a little touchy right now.
All right,
For these players, so they gotta
back on even.
And there, as we take a look at the oil pattern, which is the Bear 38.
Here,
this
bear
was a
pattern.
like you said, Rick, 38 feet. It was a little trickier, a little lower scoring than we've had in the past. These players, typically they're going to start right in your
Excuse me.
this orange line between first and second arrow, but you already see these players starting to migrate in a little bit where this yellow arrow is around 15, but still trying to utilize this same spot.
Oh, went light, but just enough to get the 7 out.
Yeah, both players just trying to manage this early transition as we see Prather, little light hit. When you get those light hits, you know you're in the right ball, you're doing the right thing. But I think these lanes transition different and faster than either
See how
player was
Chris Vi
expecting.
does when he went light though last time on that lane.
And then start executing.
Right now with the advantage.
Oh, he did it again.
Wide of the pocket there, and big split.
Slow down
He-
on this lane.
He did it again. That's the same tire shot.
Try again here. The ball just not reading the spot, coming up light, and pay a max penalty. 2-4-8-10.
Maximum penalty, yep.
Another spare that he can pick. He's typically going to move his
2, 4, 8, 10.
points to the right and get as many revs on the ball as possible, trying to hit the left side of this 2-pin, trying to hit the 3 pins and slide something over into the 10.
Oh, open frame. And that's what happens when you get a little too far to the right, and that's what happens.
Advance to match play this week here in Rochester, defeating Nate Garcia in the round of 24.
That's pretty nice.
Oh, the bracket play, which felt really good. But then he ended up running into the buzzsaw Chris Vi in the round of 16 and lost that one 4-1. But 14th overall, very impressive.
Oh, that's a terrible break. Jeez.
Yeah, that Chris Vi guy, he's a good bowler. we were going against each
Yeah,
other.
he
Like,
is.
you see in the Matrix out there, every move, he was on top of it, never missed anything. And we see here, ball just coming a little light, almost leaving the 7-10, gets the 10 to fall.
Oh yeah, good point. I wasn't thinking. Almost a deadwood. Look, he's Chris Prather alive.
As we look down the list, Kyle True was
There's
ninth.
Kyle Sherman, number 14. That's not bad for him, so that ain't bad.
Talk about you at 14th. Chris Barnes at 24th. We're actually going to hear from Chris Barnes here in just a little bit.
Okay, that's good. So we can hear his voice again.
The guy's name you didn't see on there.
Oh, it's went high.
Tough lead here with the 310.
Chris Prather was probably a little bit confusing.
Finishers because he wasn't in the top 24.
He probably does not want to go light again. I'm pretty sure.
Jake Tackett had a little more of a difficult route this week.
It's just a big split, but it's,
Even into the brackets.
you have to go probably between it. You have to be careful. Got it. Alright, that's a good spare. Do need that. At least by 14
I'll let him
pins.
defend himself later, but EJ typically takes Masters week off from bowling, so I'm
I don't see him. Did not get frustrated yet. He's probably confusing, so he needs to figure out so it won't do that again.
Alright, now this is Prather's good lane. He's lined up. He needs to set himself up well for
Mister No.
The messenger doesn't get the 10. It has been a game of spares. What can you pick up?
Yeah, this ball, again, just didn't quite have the energy driving into the pocket. You heard him say, come off of it. That is maybe once his ball to book off the spot. It just didn't quite do it enough. He'll take
Nope,
the
it
10.
did not. Alright. Match score for Prather 206. Match score of Chris Vi 203.
In the 9th and 10th frames.
So Chris Vi cannot be shut out, so he cannot.
Wants to put any pressure on him. He's going to have to strike here in the 9th.
Wisely. And by going back to urethane here, going for control. The last two shots he threw reactive. Hey, max penalty. He's right now going back to urethane.
Yeah, he needs to
Just trying to
figure
make
it out
the best shot he can.
what he did wrong to it. Okay.
Now going to finish off on that left lane.
Rick, what an impressive shot that was by Chris. You're completely lost on that lane. You're splitting. You're paying max penalty. You make a ball change when you need it most. And 10 the pit now. He's got this left lane fairly figured out. Going back to the reactive ball on it. This match is far from over.
He trailed by 13 pins. He needs to strike him out to force Prather to. Oh no, he did not find a spot, and he did it again. That's the same spot on that right lane. Now this time it's the left lane.
These guys are flirting with the gunner too. You mentioned earlier about that one board. Well,
No, you did not.
almost there.
I know it. That's gonna happen too.
Look off of that spot for Chris, but today not happening. Thus leading these splits.
Ah,
Surround the 10.
but Chris Prather will win this one. Man, there's the
71 for Vi.
lowest score right there. So that's what
This is a huge break for Prather.
Bowling Adventure will be doing that.
Have a lineup shot on this right lane to try to figure it out.
What is this lane? Just turn it. What is this lane?
Yeah, if you keep going a little bit to the left, then it does not do it.
In this first match, we'll see what he learns. And if he learns from that first match, because he's going to have a rookie he's going to be going up against in the next match, and that is going to be 21-year-old Riley Woodard. So Prather advances to the second match, and we'll see if he can gain any confidence at all from what he saw in that first match. And we'll see how a rookie like Riley Woodard, in his first PBA TV appearance, how will he do up against the competition? Riley Woodard, he looks laid back. We'll see how he does when he gets under the lights here in Rochester.
All right, guys. So, if you know about Chris Vi, that on the right lane that he keeps going into that one board, and all of a sudden that it keeps going light, twice on the right lane. That's why it keeps going light, leaving splits, and that's why Chris Vi done this same thing on the left lane that keeps going to the one board. That's why it will never hook it. So if you do that, and that's why it won't probably hook it. That's why you got 171 games. So Chris Vi will not win this one. So, but Chris Prather advances to match 2. So nice to see him back again. So he needs to figure out about on the right lane and see what it did. wrong to yeah. It's not really in a good start for on these scores. It is a little tight, so and that's why that it's probably the low scores here. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's been a struggle for both of them, but so yep, and it's on the commercial break. So match one is completed. So Chris Prather win in match one. So, so yeah, he's going against the number three seed. So, so yeah, that's well. Some of these oil patterns were hard, and that's why it's not easy for it. And so yeah. So we'll see how it does in match two. So let's see how it does in this one. So and that's probably all that I'm gonna say. So yeah, it looks really nice out in Sioux Falls. So gonna have to pause for some scattered thunderstorms coming up this week. So
Born to Bull, it's an HBO original five-part documentary series following the stars of the PBA Tour from A24 and executive producer Ben Stiller. That continues tomorrow with the season finale. That's episode 5 at 9 p.m. Eastern on HBO and streaming on HBO Max. We got a little clip that tells you what's going to happen. This is with Jesper Svensson and Kyle Truth. Svensson in the ninth. 1-4 for the win. Happy tears this time. Let's go. Bullet brought me so many great things, great memories, great friends. I would have never known him if I didn't bowl. I don't know where my life would be without bowling, but I wouldn't have any of these amazing people in it, that's for sure. Had a lot of emotions, a part of Born to Bowl, and thankfully, Ben Stiller has been a part of this as the executive producer. He was actually at the Tournament of Champions in 2025 at Riviera Lanes, being there with the tour, the bowlers, and the fans. We're going to be at the TOC in a couple weeks, but first, we're at the Roth Holman Doubles. That's next week at 4 o'clock again, Championship Sunday. And then the Tournament of Champions, the last show on the CW, that is on the 26th. And we have Hall of Famer Chris Barnes with us now, joining us. Talk a little bit about the doubles, because you would normally be on PBA 50, and it starts next week, but you're going to do the doubles because you got an opportunity to be with your son.
I do. A thrill of a lifetime. I get to bowl with my son. He has some chances to bowl with one of his best friends, Brandon Bonta. But one last ride for us. And we're going to bowl doubles there. And so it won't be at the PBA 50 down at the Villages starting off this week.
All right. But you will be at the PBA 50 for the remaining of the week. And what are we looking for there?
Well, you get to see the legends of the game. Walter A. Williams is back from shoulder surgery. Pete Weber, Leno Monticelli, Parker Bone, and then you have the current stars like Tom Doherty. You have guys that are resurging after 50 with Tom Hess and John Janowitz. If you want to see some guys, the hair's a little grayer, but the competitiveness hasn't gone anywhere, I guarantee you.
Yeah, there's still a competition bug there, right?
100%. These guys want to win, and some of them are really, really good at it.
Yeah, okay. And so, who do you think is the favorite in PBA 50? Is it you?
Well,
You can say it if you want.
You know, I think I'll be in the mix. But John Janowitz has been the guy to beat the last few years. Tom Doherty is the most successful current player on the tour that's also won the PBA 50. Those guys are the guys that you have to chase down.
All right, well, we've got Hall of Famer, obviously, Chris Barnes here with us. We're going to have another future Hall of Famer that's going to join us for Game 2. That will be E.J. Tackett. Yeah, he didn't make the TV show as far as bowling, but he's going to be a part of the
Join the booth. Yes, we will hear that. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting that Chris Barnes joins the booth, and of course, EJ Tackett's gonna join the booth. So I don't think I've never seen EJ Tackett join the booth before, but I don't think he ever has. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting for nice for four people in the booth. So it's gonna be probably a lot of talking stuff, and yeah. So yeah, I agree with that. So that's the PBA 50 if their age is 50 plus older, and that's why that's what it is. So and and I do love it, and yeah, I happy to see Chris Barnes back on the booth. So you don't ever hardly seen Chris Barnes too often on TV. So I don't know what the very last time it was. So let's check what temperature is now. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I got my cool fan on, so it's not even too warm here, which is not. So oh, there we go. Oh right, let's see what temperature is now in Sioux Falls here. Which I do live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so that's a city that I live in. Still is 77. So yeah, we have some chances of rain of Tuesday and possible on Wednesday, and chance of thunderstorms on for tomorrow. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to even see that. Yeah, of course it is windy today because of all that south winds is kicking in, though, pushing all the warm air in. So 15 to 30 miles per hour wind. So I know nobody does not like windy conditions, but oh well. If you're wearing a hat, then you will be just fine. So your hair doesn't not to blow around all over the place, which that's not probably good for it. So that. Make sure everything's good. All that. Sure is. Oh. Yep. There you guys go.
And welcome back inside. We're getting ready for the second match of the day. We decided to bring in the number one bowler in the world. That's right, EJ Tackett joining us now. And so, EJ, we appreciate you being here. Obviously, we're holding you from watching the Masters. But at the same time, you would, I'm sure, rather be out there bowling.
Oh, for sure. This is my passion. This is what I do. It's how I pay my bills. So I'd much rather be out there bowling. But it is nice to be able to watch a little bit of golf.
All right. Okay. And bowling, by the way. You're bowling right now.
Bowling, too.
And bowling too, yeah.
You're going to watch a little bit of bowling. take on Riley Woodard. Let's hear from the young man.
Hey guys, you might not know me. This is my first PBA telecast. I'm here trying to win the PBA New York Classic. My name is Riley Woodard. I'm from Orem, Utah. Let's go get one.
All right.
Orem, Utah. And so
Yeah, I never seen him before, so.
decide who goes first. He has chosen that Chris Prather will start on that left lane first.
Messenger takes a 10-pin out.
On that first frame is the Surfside Strike. The Surfside Strike is presented by Surfside, made with real vodka, only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. Must be 21 or
Zero
older. Please
bubbles.
drink responsibly.
Okay. I don't know about that one.
It's
Pretty weird then.
Just how you want to start your second game.
How about the legs here for Riley Woodard?
Ugh, that's not a start for this young man.
EJ, you've been on TV more than anyone recently. This is Riley's first time. How
4, 6, 7.
shot under the bright lights. It never gets easier. I can promise you that. It is very
3 years pro, probably about 18. Jeez.
Trying to just
Probably
get it off
after
the
when he
hand and
graduated high school.
I want to throw in the gutter. Yeah, that first shot's definitely really hard, but like I said, it never gets easier.
So now trying to pick up a very, very good here.
Yeah, no bounce.
4-7 pounds.
I want the bounce house, man.
So an open frame, he gets it out of the way.
Yeah, it's okay here. First shot, if he's going to have an open frame, the first frame is the frame to do it. And judging by the first match, these scores aren't going to be crazy high. Riley elected to go with urethane, and he had this ball working all week. He's probably the best player with urethane. His carry percentage was unbelievable. So it's no surprise that he's going to go to this ball in both lanes.
And went high, at least a 6.
This is a 6-pin. So we were looking in the bag. That's brought to you by Storm, the standard for those who demand the best. We are the Bowlers Company. And not the start that young Riley Woodard was hoping for.
Definitely not the start he was looking for, but it's very, very early. He's got to get his legs underneath him. As we saw from the first game, this one
Got that?
the fair there makes him feel a little bit better. But he's going to have to rely on Prather here, I think, to give him an opening. But Prather's a proven champion, so I wouldn't expect him to open too many doors.
And Prather now has the experience of that first game under his belt, so he knows a little bit about what to feel with these lanes and how they're going to transition.
Oh no, it's right. That's way right.
Head pins.
Yeah, we see again this left lane. I mean, these two lanes are like bowling in two different bowling alleys right now. Sorry, this right lane, extremely tight. Players can't get to come off the spot. You see Prather miss a little right. This ball has no chance. But look, he tried actually ball change into a bionic there, a stronger bowling ball. You see him scratching his head there, confused. And right now it's going to be about who can play straight, figure out this right lane, who can play the left lane.
Got that one.
Spare there for Prather. Jenny.
Yeah, Chris Prather, EJ mentioned a proven champion, but someone who has gone through his fair share of struggles recently. I asked him what he felt like he was able to lock in on, hone in on, that he was able to make it to a show, prove himself once again, try to get back to that mountaintop. And he said, I listen to Les Harris's now. If I'm the one making the decision, it's a lot easier for me to commit to whatever decision it is. Before, he was getting a lot of input from a lot of places, and he felt like he couldn't commit to the things, some of the advice he was given, if he didn't necessarily fully agree with it. So now he listens to himself.
Touch high, leaves a 4-pin.
Yeah, so that was a miss left there, but I think the
That
great
was
thing
a
about
miss left.
that shot is it tried to hold pocket. And I think if Prather's really paying attention, which I'm sure he is, that
Alright, there it is.
First one of his PBA television career, that first strike, and that might be worthy of a tattoo. You see tattoos on his right arm. The
Yeah,
dragon
I would never
tattoo
have a
was from
tattoo.
Japan
Ugh,
last year. He's also
it would
got
hurt.
tattoos on his ribs from a trip to Italy. They commemorate big events. Well, maybe a big event happens right here in Rochester. Maybe next week we see another tattoo with young Riley Woodard.
Ooh!
And he gets the double. And it's got to feel good. Maybe the nerves a little bit behind him.
Yeah, I believe so. Those first two shots, I think, were. I'm trying to not miss the head.
Yeah, I didn't even know his tempo
And
was
then the next two
fell
were
over.
really good. They were both in the same area on the line.
Crazy.
And it seems like those two shots were almost identical on both lanes. So maybe Riley is able to figure something out where he doesn't have to play the lanes so differently.
Still trying to find something.
I cannot find that one.
6-10.
Yeah, you see Prather still fishing for ball reaction. That's the last thing you want to see. You miss a little right, the ball doesn't quite get to the pocket. You miss a little in, it goes high. That makes you feel like you're bowling in a phone booth. It's hard to make good shots when you have that ball reaction.
Got it.
This Tuesday, NXT on the CW unleashes week 1 of the NXT Revenge 2-week special. And both the men's and women's NXT championships are on the line. And you're not going to want to miss this one. It's WWE NXT. That's Tuesday at 8, 7 Central right here on the CW. A little crack action there from Prather. Mentally getting back into it. Obviously, he's struggling right now to find that perfect throw, that perfect winner.
Yeah, that was a big double out of Riley. Putting pressure on Prather. He sees Riley has good ball reaction. He's thinking, I need to find it right now. And I see Prather just keeps creeping left a little bit. He's trying to find that spot where his ball will hold in the middle of the lane. And I think the biggest difference between being on the television show and the qualifying this week is there's a lot more movement from never practice. The lanes are crashing going and down lane more. And there's not as many lines from all the guys to create that hook in the middle part of the lane so you don't feel like you can throw it to the right. And being that far left, you can't really miss left either. So it's going to be a little bit hairy from here for Prather to try to find that happy medium and feel like he has a little bit of miss area both directions.
Riley Woodard now has the advantage. His max score 269. Prather's 246.
Alright. Got the gobble. That's crazy.
Take a look at Riley from behind here. Great game. Keeps his hand right up the back of the ball with a ton of reps. I mean, what a beautiful release. That up the back release is exactly what you're looking for. It allows the ball to read the lane, blend out the oil pattern, and still have a ton of power when the ball hits the pocket.
You see that big Storm logo on Woodard's jersey. Well, he's from Orem, Utah.
So right here will be a 23-pin lead.
They are.
Oh, that's left, and it is.
Assistants, as we see the 10 pin staying up, have been coached by Hank Bumashine since he was 14 years old. But has always been kind of that Storm kid.
Yeah, what a great resource that he has there. Being up by Storm there. Just an errant shot by Riley. Got a little out of time. Ball going through the face, but luckily just leaving a 10 pin there. Yeah, very fortunate to leave only that 10 pin there.
Yep, there you go. He did got it.
Riley's one of 3
A spare.
single-hand bowlers, and he has a slight advantage right now over Prather, but it tightened up there in that 6th frame. We'll see if Prather has a response when we return.
Alright, guys. So yeah, that young kid that on the first frame that he went through the face, leaving the 4-6-7, um, and that's what. And on the second frame, that it done the same thing that left the six pin, but all of that that he got the turkey with three good shots, and all of a sudden that it went in the sixth frame that it went to way to the left of target, then it was going to almost cross it over and just left the attempt. But Chris Praver's been trying to figure it out that whether he missed a headpin in the second frame in the and would touch high in the third frame. So and also of that one, I couldn't still probably figure out what it did wrong. So, but he has to figure out of on his perfect strike track, since it still is gonna be a little bit of struggle. So, and yeah, yep, and so and I do. Yep, that's a Raw Human Doubles championship is next week. So that's what it is gonna be on CW. So yeah, only 113 people are watching. That's probably not a bunch, but I'll still take it though. At least it's not over 300. That would be a little bit too much. So and yeah, I will never be like a not the a Cowboys. I'm not probably doing that. So and so yeah, these lanes is gonna be the most is that right lane is tight, so that's why it cannot probably figure out the way to hook it into the pocket. So that's why it keeps going left, miss to left target, miss to the right of target. Well, I've been seeing of these stuff that's a strike track that you supposed to be doing, and so yeah, hopefully in the second half, hopefully everything turns good. Well, possibly it's gonna be doing the same thing, but maybe we'll see. We will see what happens. Kind of knew that's coming. Yep, there's DJ.
Trying to stay warm and trying to find something right now is Chris Prather. He was talking to ball reps earlier. Really, I think he's searching for confidence.
Yeah, huge shot for Prather here in the sixth. He was trying to get some information, but this is a scenario where he has to trust his gut and commit to the shot.
God, there's right lane, dude.
Notice he went back to urethane there.
Yeah, I think just trying to find some type of control on the lane. Little high on the pocket here, leaving the four pin, but with reactive right now, he has a miss both ways. He misses right, he misses left. He's almost split.
Yeah, I agree with Kyle.
He's trying to stay focused.
Jeez. Hey, don't know what to say. Don't say a word. Yeah, I won't a single bit.
235, 248.
Which I will.
Could be. So Prather has to put something together here to get a ball change.
Yeah, staying with reactive on the left lane.
Yeah, I cracked my neck there.
It's hooked more all week.
Another ball chaser. See what he does here. There's a strike track right there. Okay, that kind of does get a little help.
Almost a confused look on his face, though. Is he unsure
That
if
was
that
like
was the
the
right
two
move?
pin that just got
I
the
think Chris
D10.
was thinking that ball would come off the spot a little bit harder, and it kind of got there. It was a little bit lazy, went a little bit straight.
Well, you will
Very
take
fortunate
a
to use a
strike.
strike, but it's all still back in Riley's hands right now.
Into the seventh frame. Riley Woodard.
Uh-oh, there's that spot again.
That's what you can't do on that lane. Riley has been able to get his ball to read before it gets to that spot.
That's a
And
little bit
this
of
one.
right of the
Just
target.
makes a little right on him. Ball just misses
Yep.
the hook spot right there. I mean, we're talking 6 inches or so, but that's enough to leave a split in the 210.
You've been seeing
We've
that
seen this before.
a
Chris
lot of
Vine made
times.
it. He's hit the left side of the 2 pin, slide it over into the 10.
Nope, doesn't get it. That was spot on my face earlier, but I don't.
All week is Riley Woodard. As you see a few of the things that he likes, fishing, video games. He says outdoors for him. Anything outdoors is great. Creed films. Just 21 years old. He said, making the show. This show right here is his bowling moment.
Yeah, I'd have a smile on my face too when he didn't even think he was in the tournament on Friday.
Right.
He's on the show on Sunday. Unbelievable.
That was left, and that is a disaster.
Really.
Man, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10.
Below average. Riley is using every bit of the approach.
Yeah, it keeps going this left and this right. You've been seeing that a lot of times.
Of an autocorrect after getting the ball right on the previous shot.
Jeez.
Making sure don't do that again, and it just overcorrects.
First time he's left this and
Oh God, he missed.
I kind of think that's an experience.
Man.
Realizing that you got to take each one for what they are. You got to think of them as completely separate lanes.
That's why he
different strategies.
loses a little pin count. As Chris Prather is back in it.
And it goes a little bit beyond that too. It's not just each lane, it's each shot. Yeah.
He needs to go a little bit to it, the right.
for Woodard in his debut television appearance as he goes up against the veteran Chris
Alright,
Prather.
let's see what happens.
It's a huge shot this match right now.
There's a shot. That's a way.
Prather coming through as we would expect.
A little more confidence there. You heard him yell, do it? Yeah.
Made a small adjustment off of the 4 pin.
Okay, that turned out good.
Perfectly dead flush. Chris knew how big that shot was. The rookie let him have a little opening, go back-to-back opens there.
Yeah.
He knew a double there sets him up perfectly here for the 9th and 10th.
Do you ever get nervous when you see a bowler get so close to the foul line? We've seen Prather get his toes.
Yeah,
so
I get
close to this
a
foul
little
line.
nervous how close that they fouled are. Ooh, that was a left to target, but it holds on. Double. 34 pin lead. Yeah, look how close the fouling is. Yeah, I get a little nervous. I've been seeing that a lot of times. How close the foul lines are there?
He has a little miss from right. He can miss a little left and it holds. And that was something he focused on this week. Just putting a great release on it, having the right ball speed, and let the ball do the rest. That's something he learned from you, he said. This is huge for Riley now.
That is way right, and that is not going to do it.
Got to the 2 board and did not turn left.
Right. Yeah, it seems like he's lost his way a little bit.
Yeah,
This
that's.
one just launch angle was a little too open, wide at target. Again, Riley used to that ball coming back all week. He had so much miss from him.
Ow.
That's why he was able to pull such high scores. But today, not the case. Shot making, much more priority.
There you go.
That was a really important spare. There's a very, very small glimmer of hope now. He missed that
And that almost wraps around it too,
It's not there in the foundation frame, as you will
because it's probably already gonna be too
hear
late.
him
So
talking to
I've
himself.
never talked to myself before in my whole
Yeah,
career.
of course.
I've both next to you the last couple weeks, CJ. I can attest to that.
hmm
There it is.
And Riley's going to come back and evaluate what he's done, what he's been able to do in his first TV appearance, what it was like when we talked to him yesterday. He made the comment. He said, "Everybody tells me it goes really fast. It's like a blink of an eye, and it's over." And he's potentially 2 rolls away from this first TV game being done for him.
It's pretty rare for someone to come out and bowl exceptionally well on their first TV show.
there you go.
Another good shot.
I don't know why he should have probably done that like this,
Battle two lanes. We don't see this a lot.
but
They're two completely different things. So not only is it going fast for him, but he has to somehow process this information, bowl, make a good shot. I mean,
that was
there's
a
just a lot going on. If you don't have
good
the
shot there.
experience on how to deal with it, you can just let it slip away like that. And I think it's exactly what we saw with this match. But he was able to put himself here once, and there's no reason he
So-
can't do it again. He'll take this as a learning experience.
There you go. He closed it out. 191.
So 6 pins wins it for Prather. you see that reaction out of Woodard.
Yep.
Oh,
Needs just 6 pins to win.
when you throw 3 strikes in the 10th frame, you got to think, man, where was that earlier when I had those opens?
Yeah, it's when the match is almost over, you kind of relax a little bit, and your natural ability comes back out.
There you go. He does 10 and gets the win.
So Chris Prather now with 2 wins already. He has 1.
Yeah, that was
He's asking,
pretty good.
do I need to keep going? Yes, you do. At least you should take advantage of, maybe a ball change, checking it out as we see what will happen next. That third match has the U.S. Open champion.
Chris Prather's going to go in the versus against Patrick Dombrowski.
Prather. And Prather has been able
And that's going to be awesome.
Two bowlers already. Can he take on Patrick Dombrowski and advance up the ladder another step?
Yeah, that was really awesome for Chris Prather as he climbs up the um as he continues to climb up there, and and I love how Chris Prather does to keep making sure his strike ball is good, and yeah, everything turns out good. And I do love that, and so hopefully he will continues that, and yeah, hopefully he'll continue his way. So yeah, feels so bad for the young kid, and yeah, he did close out the 10th with 3 strikes in a row. But yeah, I don't know why he used to think of that I should have probably done that that he said, why is there like 2 open frames earlier, and yeah, and it's I was like, why you didn't done that before? So yeah, well, it is a struggle, and it is what it is. So and yeah, he advanced. Chris Praver advanced to match 3, and yeah, yeah, he has 2 wins already, and he is feeling pretty good. Even his this match is turning out better than it was. So and yeah, so yeah, so let's see if Patrick Dombrowski does. Sometimes he struggles on TV, so he does struggles on TV a lot. So yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. Awesome sauce. I was like, awesome. Yeah, I still haven't ate anything yet, but I should wait until after the TV show, the PBA TV show. So yeah, and I did as I was recording uh that I was doing 3 games on my mini bowling lane. It's right down here, and the 3 pin string that snapped off. But well, it was early last night. It was like I don't know, like close to. That's like after 10:30, and I was like, yeah, I should probably do that. That I should be. It should be done for the rest of the night, and just continue that into the next day. And I did, and I did have a work on that, and by the way, the string pincer is fixed again. I put 2 strings in one, which yeah, it seems like the first 2 strings hasn't got loose so far, so it's good. But I'll just talk about right after that. If you don't know what I just have, so yep, I do remember that Marshall Kent Easy Taggart win that 2022 Human Doubles Championship, and they climbed the ladder.
It's the Owens Craft Mixers PBA Rock Holman Doubles Championship. Well, those two guys went out to Oak Hill Country Club, those storied golf venues in the country. Oak Hill, a few days ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Were treated to a tour, and what an impressive place this is. U.S. Opens, PJ Championships, U.S. Amateurs, of course, the Ryder
That's
Cup.
nice, of course.
Trevino, Curtis Strange,
Even
Nicklaus,
I'm not a pro of real golf, but the mini golf I was.
the club also has bowling lanes where after the tour tacked it
They
in
have bowling lanes too
friendly games. Look at the smile on EJ's face here.
on the golf club.
That was a winning throw right here. Then, go ahead and tell me, EJ, was it a 250 game? It was 255 actually. Okay, 255.
Oh wow, that's a good game for him.
But you want him to bowl well, obviously, just like we want to see.
I didn't even know it's a
bowling
bowl.
out of this
They have a
next
bowling alley
matchup.
here.
Patrick
That
Dombrowski,
surprised
one
me a
of the
bit.
best releases in all of bowling. Kyle, do you think he has what it's going to take down Breakthrough, who's having a really good start?
Yeah, I think these lanes are playing tricky, and if you're going to have to really dial in shot making and accuracy, and this is something that really is a strength for Dombrowski. Would you agree, EJ?
Oh, absolutely. He's such a great shot maker, and he's always around when they get hard. So Prather finished that match really well, but I foresee Patrick to have some success here.
And of course, Dombrowski has that green jersey on, maybe a little reminiscent of the green jacket that he won at the U.S. Open earlier this year, trying to ride that momentum. Match number 3
Is coming up next.
Prather. Stay with us.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see that golf club. I thought it was like, why is there showing golf in there? And when they said the golf club has bowling lanes, and I was like, what? And that surprised me. So I don't know what kind of place this is, but I'll just probably look it up. But yeah, and it's um. So as I was gonna say, and I just started working on that. Like it was let's see, it was starting at after 10:30, and I was starting working on that to put the new string on, and it didn't even take as long at all, only about like 15 to 20 minutes. But yeah, I had to go like a little bit slow because I just don't want to go too fast. So, yep, I did put all 10 strings all the way up, and all 10 pins are all the way up, and yeah, and it's good to go. So it's glad I have extra strains too, which you would see some nice colorful strains. So, but I was figured out to do that, and that was a perfect long height of the strain. So it is, and the good news, all 10 strain pins are all the way down. So and even that is good. So I could tell about that. So yeah, I'm glad that say goodbye to the winter storm stuff. I don't nobody that does not like that, including me. So, but thunderstorms won't hurt us, which it does not destroy us because I like rain and thunderstorms were better than it was. So, and yeah, but I'm not a pro real golfer, which I'm not, but I'm good at the mini golf, but not the real one. I don't. But the Wii Sports, that I was a pro at it, so I'm pretty sure on the game is probably the easiest way. I don't know how long I was been a pro for, but I have no idea. But I can never tell. So, and yeah. So yeah, I will continue this game even though the scoreboard was still is showing. I'm pretty sure it still is. No, it's not. Dang it. I'll just fix that. Oh well. I was probably not paying attention to that, but I'll just go back wherever I was. So just to make sure. All right. Here it comes.
We flash back about a month ago at the Go Bowling U.S. Open at Royalton Woodland, where Patrick Dombrowski faced Anthony Simonson in that championship game. After 56 games, a major title hinge on the result of one final shot.
That's a lot of games.
To the
56.
10th frame. Yeah, a 7-10 was left, and Patrick Dombrowski has his first PBA title and first career major win. 197, 195.
All right.
Able to take down
Let's
Simon.
get to it.
And now he's getting ready to take on Prather. Let's hear from Dombrowski.
Hi, you seen me a few weeks ago at the U.S. Open with my first major title. I am from Palmer, Ohio, Patrick Dombrowski.
And I know Sharon mentioned it earlier about our number one seed and Rammer being very
25
even
years pro.
keeled, about a 5. I think that would explain Dombrowski as well. This guy for sure does not get too high and does not get too low.
All right. It's a good start.
Of this match.
Kind of what I expected to see out of Patrick to start the game, playing a little bit straighter, not giving the ball away from the head a bit too much as well.
I'm gonna throw out a little foreshadowing, and I'm going to say that Dombrowski, you're gonna think he's gonna throw a gun. Sometime in this game.
Oh, with the trip 4 pin.
Trip four for Prather. I mean, if you're going against him and you see this man start the trip fours, it is not a good sign. Little high. This is a shot that Prather's, he's won a couple major championships getting that hit right there. And the funny part about it is, Patrick's the one that posts about Trip 4 Tuesday. And now he's got to pick against him. Maybe it's karma.
Prather tried to take what he learned in the first 2 matches and going against Dombrowski.
It's pretty good, and it is. There you go. That's the way you're supposed to do. Oh yeah, he just double. I keep on forgetting this is there. Alright, first 2 strikes for Prather.
Different on this telecast that Prather has a good idea of what to do. Dombrowski, not so much yet, but again, shot maker, very
Probably
accurate.
not
Let's see
so
how he
much yet,
attacks this
but
right lane.
we'll see for him. Alright, looking good.
We'll take a look at in the bag. Brought to you
In the
Listen,
bag.
if your ball falls in his bag, this is reactive. It allows him to play straighter up the lane, which is where Patrick likes to play the lanes. He likes to play straight. He likes to keep it in front of him. Tries to avoid the big hook.
And try to avoid this one.
Saying my foreshadowing was never going to come true.
Oh, that just overhooked.
And he's going to leave the 7-10.
And it almost crossed it over. I thought it was a good one.
And I was thinking about the gutter ball that I know he's going to hit the 1-4 at some point in time.
Well, right now he's moved his break point into
Yeah.
about 6.
If you hit the
down lane,
one
so
board,
he
then
gets
I
close to
get
that
kind of a
gutter.
little
That's an air
nervous
shot.
about that.
That's what we see on this lane right here.
Yep, got that one.
Floated through that spot. That one looked early. That's the
Yeah, let's see what happens to Prather.
Now he knows, okay, I have to be a little bit better with my release on that lane to get it through that hook spot.
Chris Prather is feeling it, what he needs
You know, we saw it.
to do on
Make a
both
gesture.
lanes.
One of the ball reps. Prather
Since his ball, he's
trying to
going to
keep
be
this momentum up.
using that
The double.
on the right lane. That's pretty good. Yes, it is good. That was an awesome shot.
Saturday, the National Riley Auto Series storms into Kansas for another high-speed showdown.
Yeah, there you go. It shows that too, which is pretty good.
In every inch of the track.
It's a really
Biggest
good
races
shot.
of the season will miss a second of pure raw racing in Kansas. That's Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, only on the CW.
Leads by 12.
So now Prather, who was questioning which ball to throw, how to throw it, now has confidence.
He's feeling it right now. Yeah, there you go. That's the way. 4 straight strikes on the start for Prather. Now he's figuring out for both lanes.
Prather can get in his bag like this. He has so many tricks, so many releases. He can do anything.
Yeah, that
with
was
the
a
ball.
good shot.
They get tricky like this. You really have to get creative. That's when Prather is at his absolute best.
Yeah, and he's got one of the best physical games on tour, if not the best one.
It's a little left. Yeah, and
That head pin, and he's a big split.
So we're seeing these shots are the last two from Patrick have actually been pretty well online. Maybe he's just running into a little bit of early friction. And if that's the case, he's definitely going to have to make a
3, 6, 7, 10.
First time he's left this all week. See if he can pick it up.
Nope. It's a little bit right in open frame.
when you see your opponent start with 4 strikes, you had a
Chris
couple
Prather's
when
been doing
some of your ball hook,
pretty good to
you
himself.
have to do something drastic. Your opponent's probably not coming to opening a door at this point, so you know I have to throw some strikes in a row at this point.
Still the possibility of a 252 game. Right out.
Now that overhooked. What just happened?
Another big split.
It must have went a little bit slow, I guess.
Yeah, coming off that shot, a little confused. I thought this shot was a touch better. It looked like he fed it to the dry a little bit better, but it just came off. And again, this is the hooking lane.
Oh, that's probably true then.
This is why I think
Yeah, I
it's
thought
such
that
an
was a
advantage for Chris.
good
Having a
one.
couple games, get the feel
But
for
that's a
what
little
Chris
overhook there.
Nebraska
Back to back, open frames.
paying max penalty while he's doing it.
Yeah, that really sucks for him.
He'll walk over to the storm guys and find out if there's something
Leads
he
by
needs to
50
do to
pins
change
for Prather.
what is happening in this
Won in
game.
2018 PBA playoffs, defeated Bill Neal
Front four.
in
And we've talked about physical game,
Championship.
but this game is as much mental as it is physical. And this is an opportunity for Chris to throw 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's left. Okay, there's no split though.
3-6-10 for Prather.
That's a nice
Still
break.
Big advantage even with a spare here.
He'll with the spare here, so he needs to keep himself clean.
Hooks just doesn't give the ball enough room. Leave it at 3-6-10. Very make room.
There you go. That's a good spare. Let me grab my hat very quick.
For me, I'm shooting that spare. I saw a post that somebody put up all the ones that I missed, which is a lot. watch that.
It was one post. They didn't take two posts to get them.
Not yet. Not yet. I don't think they found them all. I think that was the problem.
Oh my goodness.
Again, this is a huge shot to lead into the commercial break.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it is. 47 pin lead.
Two-time major winner has been running the step ladder. Can he get through Dombrowski? He has the advantage at the break. We'll see if he can keep the momentum up.
Yeah, and I love how Chris Perfect does. He's been doing a lot better for both lanes, but the good news for in the fifth frame, it's not a split, just a 3-6-10. So he knew that it was gonna go high, but if it's not a split, then that would say it's not a split. So I will get a easy spare to keep myself clean. And that's what he did. So yeah, Patrick Browski, yeah, and so, and that's why that on the fourth frame that it went high, leaving the 3-6-7-10, and that's what happens. And what happened in the third frame that it almost crossed it over, leaving the 6-10. So, but of course in the fifth frame, that felt like it was a really good shot, but that must have hit that dry lane a bit, and it must have little overhooked. That's why he left the 3-4-6-7-10, and I thought that was a really good shot, and yeah, that's the most two embarrassing parts. So yeah, and I don't know what to say about Chris Prather. He feels good, and yeah, he'll stay with the. That's what this bowling ball he's using on the right lane, and that's what he's using a different bowling ball on the left lane. So hopefully he will keep this up, and if he makes really good shots getting over 250, then I will never ball change that, and he will feel good to himself. So yeah, these two balls, I think he's still going to be using that. So he's still going to be using that. So yeah, it's pretty good. So okay. Yeah, Brazier live stream is still pretty good. Yes, it is. Okay. So. So. Yeah, and I really want Chris Praver to win this one. So since I don't know what his last win was because I can't remember. So, all right.
And welcome back inside. And
Oh, yeah, he's really partying now.
I want to remind you, we had Chris Barnes earlier. Go to PBA.com for more information on the PBA 50 Tour. Again, that season begins this week. And Patrick Dombrowski, he's only 47. He's got a couple years before he could take advantage of PBA 50. But he's got to find something here if he wants to advance to that title match because he's trailing Fraser.
All right, that's the best adjustment.
It looked like that one there. Patrick was a little bit softer with his hands. We've seen that ball overhooked a couple
Excuse me.
The first two shots were so perfect off of his
Very
hand,
low,
and then
dang
he
it.
started overhooking. It could have just been, he was in a spot where there was such little oil left on the lane that he repeated so well that he took all that oil off.
Oh, it overhooked again.
See that one he did, not as good off his hand, a little grabby, which is so uncharacteristic from Patrick
Huh.
Dabrowski. He has
Okay, well that was. I am a little bit confused in there.
elbows it a little bit, gets offline enough, and again, maybe split.
Nope. Open frame. It can never. That felt good, and all of a sudden it did that again.
Which is wild. It goes high, but that shows how important.
I don't think Patrick Dombrowski does not have any chance of winning
So much
this.
has to go right because these lanes are so difficult for you to
Oops.
get to the pocket and strike.
Bowling is hard.
Yeah, bowling's hard. So.
Coming off the strike
Oh.
to the forepick.
Right now, Prather's completely okay with that lead. He has good control of the pocket. You know, he has a lead on Dabrowski. He doesn't have to do anything aggressive here. Just make good quality shots. Big spares.
Yeah, and that was definitely a move left from the previous shot on that lane. 23-6-10.
Got it. So yeah, he's feeling good. The 59 pin lead for Prather.
Let's take a look at how Chris Prather is attacking the two lanes. And this just goes to show you how skilled these bowlers are. On the right lane, the left lane, he's playing them a good 7 boards different, but getting the ball to the same place down the lane. I mean, he has so many tools, and for these bowlers
Yeah,
to be
that
able
was
to
different. That's what
identify
Chris
what's going
Prather
on
was
with
been
the oil pattern, make the adjustments, the
doing.
ball speeds, hand positions. I mean, just incredible.
And a flat 10.
Here on that left lane.
And Chris has been able to get out to such a lead that at this point it's okay. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Let's just
Somebody
hit the pocket. If I strike, I strike. But leave something that I can make.
Yep. There you go.
Very big for Prather. What it's going to mean is we are going to have another different winner in 2026. This will be the 8th event.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's not like a same PBA
Patrick has to
Pros.
strike out to have
7 different
a glimmer
of
hope in this match.
winners here in this. Trick 4, huh?
His patented trick 4.
Austin Grammer warming up in the warm-up lanes. He is next, the number 1 seed in his first television appearance in the PBA.
No, that was left again.
Right.
Very high on the head pin there for Dombrowski.
Let's get it right.
You know, it looks like Dabrowski's playing the lanes fairly similar. You can see the frustration starting to set in. He's telling himself, just get it right, which is typically such a strength.
Well, he missed that one.
So good at floating the ball through the friction.
Well, Chris Prather will win
Left lane, he just can't
in
do it.
match 3. He defends Patrick Dombrowski.
Chose not
Climbs
to do
up
that
the
throughout this match.
This one's over.
ladder.
Already.
Hey, well there you go. There's a good one.
Prather now has to start thinking about the next match and what he needs to do, what ball he needs to throw, where he needs to stand. We see him walk over to grab a different ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to get a couple different looks here. Maybe get an even better read on the lane of how it's developed.
Probably, maybe
and what it's doing.
we'll see
and
what
try
the
to
best is.
what it's going to do in the future.
Right, you can't get too comfortable in this spot. It's aggressive moves
Okay.
that bring Prather to his title match, and that's what he's going to keep on doing. Even though he's been striking, you know, like you said it, Jay, he's trying to predict what's coming next.
Yep.
Match 3 is going to go to Chris Prather, which means he'll move up the step ladder, and can he run it? Well, he is 1 game away. He will take on the number 1 seed.
Wow, that's crazy for Chris Prather.
Making his first appearance. And
There you go. That's a good adjustment.
Prather winning match number 3.
Even maybe it's ball though. Does it probably even matter?
Everywhere you look, things are.
All right, guys. So yeah, I love how Chris Prather does. Maybe he wants to get his nice strike check. So I think going probably straighter was probably a good idea. So um, yeah, I love how his ball reaction of the strike check, as I saw on the shot. Yeah, it did felt good for him. So yeah, Chris Prather just climbed the step ladder. And yeah, that's crazy that he started off in match one. Now he has 3 wins today, and I feel happy about what he does. So yeah, feels so bad for Patrick Dombrowski. He completely lost that lane. Probably that left lane was not even good for him. Keeps going high shots um, every time. So that's why he cannot figure it out. Why is it not going right? As I heard his frustration. So yeah, don't know what to say about Chris Prather. He feels good. So and I love his shots. So hopefully yeah, it's gonna be the 8th different winner in the 2026. So we have one of each PBA Pro. That's the last 7 different winners. So it's not not the same one. So it's yeah. So yeah, I love how Chris Prather does. He's back on the TV show, and yeah, for the last couple, like for the since last year, and now he climbs up the Stapo ladder. So that he is a number 4 seed, but does it even matter? So that was good. So and I love that. So if he wins in this one, that means he is back. So I'm not sure what his last one is. I think that was like in the 2022, but that was his last win. So I think I'm pretty sure. 2023, no. 2024, I don't really think so. 2025, nope. So I think his last win is probably in the 2022 PBA World Championship. I'm assuming. So yeah, but I feel proud of him. So I I love it. I know what kind of commercial is that. Like that's the Turbo Tax. So yeah, and I'm gonna say good morning to you too. And yeah. Oh, sorry.
The superstars of the PBA Tour from A24 and executive producer Ben Stiller continues tomorrow with the season finale.
Yeah,
That's
and
episode 5 at 9
and
Eastern on HBO and streaming on HBO Max. Boston Grammar, the number 1 seed. Yep, you're not going to see a lot of emotion out of that young man. We'll see how he does up against Prather, who's standing by with Taryn.
All right, Chris, we talked yesterday about listening to your own convictions, your own instincts, and you were able to find some things out there where others struggled today. What do you like about the way you're bowling right now?
Honestly, it's being able to navigate both lanes. I'm playing them completely differently. At least I was. We'll see what happens in the title match after Austin throws his practice shots. But
oh, there's a terrible
just
break
being able
there.
to commit to doing what I want and taking the advice from the ball reps and really committing to trying to just trust my gut.
What's been the key for you in the right lane versus the left lane? Like you mentioned, you're playing them entirely differently, at least up until now.
Yeah, the left lane is got a lot of friction through the body of the lane, so the ball's really struggling to get over there to the right. And on this right lane, it's really tight, long right. So if I miss a little firm, it's not going to hook. That's why we've seen guys 210.
And finally, one match away from a title here. How are you feeling? What's going on in your head right now?
Well, like I said yesterday, if I get out of the first couple matches, I'm going to be feeling pretty confident. So I'm feeling pretty good.
There we go. We'll see how that translates next to the time. Good luck.
Will that confidence continue in the title match going up against 23-year-old Austin Grammer?
23-year-old.
Could he make history and be the third rookie to win this season?
All right, so yeah, I agree with what Chris Pryford said. Since we've been seeing the PBA pros like the last the match 1 and match 2, that every time if you threw it a lot straighter down on the right lane that you've been seeing now, it keeps going light every time. That's why it's probably not a good idea to do that. And that's why you've been seeing of these stuff. That's why the right lane is tighter. So yeah, that's why Chris Praver is gonna get like not straighter but nice and good hook on it. So he won't have to do the same thing, not what they were been doing. So for the last 3 PBA pros. So and yeah, and Chris Praver, he's feeling pretty good. He's 1 match away to win his PBA Tour title, so he's feeling pretty good, and yeah, he's figured out what he needs to do. So guess we'll see what happens to the 23-year-old. So I'll just let you guys pick who is going to win. So yeah. If he continues that to make good shots, and yeah, he knew that he's feeling pretty good, so he'll feel pretty good to himself. And yeah. Dang it, I completely missed out what temperature is. So yeah, no issues now on that stream. So no any issues now. So so okay. Yeah, I have those kind of toes before, so crystal flush. Pretty sure we probably still have it, so I guess that's I'll probably be doing that. So alright. And there's nothing else to say about that, so alright. Excuse me. Yes, Chris Prager has 6 titles and 2 majors.
Hello guys, I'm a former Team USA member. I'm super excited to be here in New York. I'm from Hammondville, Ohio, and I'm your number 1 seed, Austin Grammer.
And as
also a good sign.
When we talked to Austin yesterday, we asked him, what level of excitement do you get to?
That's a
And
ball that he just
he kind of
used.
sat there and he said 5. It's like, okay, what do you get down to? 5. So we're not expecting a
5.
lot of emotion out of him, but we've seen confidence out of Prather. We'll see if it continues.
Oh yeah, he still feels good.
KP is locked in.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's
He's
never
definitely
easy winning a PBA
locked
title,
in
let
to
alone your
himself.
first if you're Austin, and you got to bowl a Chris Prather that is bowling with maximum confidence right now. These two lanes playing completely different. He's figured them out. Now you have to come in right now and show up to win your first ever PBA title.
Austin, a bigger bowler, and can put a little more pace on it, a
Two-handed,
little more
huh?
rev rates.
Oh.
Off with a strike. His first frame. The PBA
Alright.
title match.
There you go. I don't know what kind of song that is.
With Austin Grammer, he's really kind of a free agent when it comes to bowling balls.
Yeah, you've seen him throw every different brand this week. Electing to go with 2 different balls on each lane. Left lane, reactive, Black Widow Dynasty. Right lane, Black Pearl Urethane. He sees the lane difference. He's trying to adapt to it.
Alright.
Got that left leg as well.
2 big shots to start off your PBA TV debut.
Yeah, what a start by the rookie here.
You can see on his face how excited he gets.
Being even keel isn't a bad thing. Some guys really play off of high emotion. Some guys just like to be very laid back.
There you go. That's a way.
Right back.
You said that's what Chris Prather is doing.
Entire telecast. Up until
Yeah.
this point now, Prather is 11 strikes on the left lane and 11 strikes on the right lane. He has equally figured out this pair.
Wow, he
We'll
is
see if that
equally
will
11 for
Prather
both
hoist the
lanes.
trophy.
Crazy.
A little bit.
And now going to reactive on that right lane as well. So playing the lane similar. Still a little further left on this left lane. Looking to open with a turkey here in the 3rd frame.
Yeah, he is dialed in.
A confident Chris Prather is a
He feels
scary Chris Prather.
I've seen this before.
pretty good.
Yeah, so have I. I've been on the losing end of this.
It's been a few
There you
years,
go.
but good to see KP back in absolute form here as we see his hand rotate around the ball. Hardly anyone does it better on the PBA Tour. 10 back, such a confident shot.
So interesting story with Austin Grammer not having a ball back.
Oh, okay.
In the 3rd, Taryn, he had a friend watching on both teams.
I love that.
Oh yeah, and Tyler is over here, Tyler Grumplemitz, who was his teammate at Weber State, and so Austin would basically go reference his phone and whatever Tyler was texting him as he would watch online throughout the tournament, and then Austin said, I was lucky enough to bring him in here, but even before they came up here, Tyler was checking in with Tony Manning, the national tour director, kind of giving him the lay of how this was going to go, because again, they were just doing this all via communication, technology, through the first part of the speakers.
Yep, feels good.
This is looking a little reminiscent of the very first event of the year, EJ. Are you getting a little bit nervous? I'm getting a little bit sick, I think.
PTSD's kicking in over here.
I am too.
See
So
Austin's side profile, 2-handed delivery, tons of power, and what I think is so impressive about this kid is he saw what KP's doing and said, okay, I'm just gonna do that. This kid is lined up early on both lanes.
Really seems like he really paid attention.
uh-oh, that is not good for him.
To a 10 for Prather.
And that's the miss that KP was talking about, that long right on this right lane.
Yeah,
where the ball
that's
just
what
misses
it
that
gets
hook
for
spot
him.
and has nothing left once it gets to it.
Chris left this 3 times during the week and was not able to convert it at all. We'll see if he can do something here.
We did see this been made a few times this week.
Oh,
Not able to get that 10. It's been Will Ellis. Don't miss the season finale of Wild Cards. That's tomorrow at 8, 7 Central right here on the CW.
Mentally here, Chris has to shake that shot off immediately, get back on it here in the fifth.
100% agree with that.
Yep, that's the one that he should have probably done.
That's experience right there. Chris knows that. This ain't over. There's going to be some big shots coming down in this game, but that's where you don't carry that back shot over into that one. Every frame is so important. It takes absolute focus and a huge rebound there for Chris.
Prather has been on Pro Tour for 12 years, and he mentioned if he was going up against Austin Grammer, he had a little bit of a run-in with him during the week of qualifying.
Oh man.
Grammer stays perfect. So Grammer had thrown a ball, and he was just to the side of Chris Prather, a couple lanes down, but he kind of celebrated, I guess, for Grammer, and he dropped down almost on his knees, and it was in Prather's side vision, his peripheral vision, and Prather said he made him stop. He had to go back and tell him, you know what, that's just not what a rookie does. You're not supposed to do that. You know, if you're going to celebrate, you go back behind where people don't see it. So he said, if I go up against him in the title match, I gotta focus on it.
And oh my goodness, another trip forward. Gee, another trip four pin. That's crazy.
As a rookie, man, you're going for your first time in back-to-back trip fours for the front six.
Front six
Crazy.
for Grammer. And he's calm, cool, and collected when he sits down. Now Prather sees what he has in front of him.
Oh yes, sir.
Great comeback after the shot previous on that lane. To have the confidence to get up there and throw a shot like that. Shows, again, a lot of experience from Chris Prather.
Looks like he asked for a re-rack here.
Yeah, just trying to compose himself. He knows this shot is big. We're running out of frames here. And back to your point, Rick, when we're bowling in competition, you know, you have players going into your peripherals and, you know, we're excited, but tensions are also high. And, you know, you can get excited at the wrong moment just when another guy's throwing a shot. It'll feel you a little bit like, hey, man, come on. I
Alright.
need this shot too, you know.
See how
We've all been on
let's
both
see
sides.
how he even does here. So I'm a little nervous how good these both of them are. And it's continuing.
Another great shot from Chris Prather.
I'm a little nervous. If he wins, I will be. I don't know what else to even say about that.
Grip for him.
Yeah, he knows that it was a good shot. If you've seen his reaction,
Rotations and rolls with bowling ball to try
so
to
you got back-to-back trip fours. You're getting kind of a little touch high there.
conditions that are happening right in front of you.
Probably we'll see what happens. Oh my!
Now he has the first 7 strikes for bowling a 300 game. Should he bowl a perfect game again, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register again, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. All right, is it possible a rookie could come out and throw a perfect game to win
What's the thing,
first
but
title match?
well, I guess I'll cheer him on. I guess. Well, there you go.
This has been truly impressive so far. He has thrown every shot really, really well. They've hit on line. They've all been very close to each other.
This is shaping up to be
Gee, that is crazy for him.
Or one of the most amazing
I don't think
performances
he
we've seen
will
out of a
could not miss.
really is.
That's what happens when you're in the number one seed. Yep, there you go. I've been seeing that. It makes a bad shot and for these young men, so
Really, really good to beat him. Well, Austin,
I was thinking that he is definitely a tough spot.
But in true KP fashion, he was able to collect himself after that bad shot and He has kept himself in this match. This definitely is not over yet, folks.
Foundation frame.
Alright, let's see. I'm definitely nervous with a lot of strikes to come out. Did not go.
You heard him yell go.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Barely down lane. Just enough to get the ball to be behind the head pin.
KB knew how big that shot was. That is a difficult shot to throw because he needed the striker to stay in this match. He probably just missed it a little on his hand. But we've all been there, kept it on line, but it just wasn't quite.
I will never get too upset though.
History is going to be made.
Well, it is hard to choose because I could tell both of them are good.
Can be the third rookie to win this year. That has never happened in the history of the PBA.
It's just astounding. These kids are good. I'm gonna have to get better.
There you go. That's crazy with those young mans to bowl a first PBA tour title.
3 strikes away from a perfect game.
That's crazy.
Get a reminder after the show, head to the PBA social media at PBA Tour for the Surfside PBA New York Classic post-game show presented by AMF. We're going to talk extensively with Austin Grammer, who is going to win his first PBA Tour title.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, that was a little right of target. Oh, I thought it was not gonna strike. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Here comes the 300, folks. 2 more shots.
It's your day, it's your day. Gets this one wide of target. He knew it off his hand, but comes back. Gets the light mixer front 10. Going for 300 here. The match is over. Can we see it again?
Can we see another perfect game coming from a rookie?
Yep, that was pretty good. 1 more strike. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be crazy, folks. Crazy.
A strike here and a perfect game.
Here it comes, folks.
$10,000 bonus that he will receive.
Chris Prather won't to believe his eyeballs.
This is just incredible.
If I was on the seat, I will cheer him on too. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. No, it did not hook. That's the only pin that he's left. Oh my gosh. I think he was kind of a little bit nervous because he's never had a 300 game. And there you go, folks. Crazy.
Austin Grammer, a pin away from a perfect game. And what a start to this young man's career.
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna have to worry about getting bowling balls at this point.
Let's hear from the young man.
Well, Austin, congratulations. You are officially the Surfside New York Classic champion. How are you feeling right now?
Pretty good, honestly, pretty good. Fortunately, I couldn't shoot 300, but tonight night's still a really hard game to beat, so I was happy to be able to come out here and trust my guys back in the back. My support system's been great. Shout out ABC Gates Bowl, the staff here has been great. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
What, I was going to say, we talked to you yesterday, we joked about the fact that on a 1 to 10, you're always a 5. You said you got really mad earlier this week, and you were maybe a 6. Where are you at right now?
Probably like an 8.
Like an 8. We got an 8 out of Austin. We got an 8 out of Austin. What were you feeling out there that I know you missed perfect by a hair, but what were you feeling out there as you were just accumulating? And a great round of applause for Chris Briggs, for Chris Briggs there, by the way. Well deserved.
try to stay slow and try to take every shot one shot at a time, not get too in front of myself, and just make sure I was trying to make the best shot that I could every time I was up there.
A little bit easier to have Tyler, your ball rep today, out here rather than texting him over the phone throughout your match.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm happy he flew in. Got to spend some time with him. You know, helped out a lot. So I
Man.
appreciate him a lot.
Well, there's still 2 more TV shows on CW, so I guess we'll see.
Free agents after that performance right there.
Man, that's crazy. Man, that would have done the 37th all-time 300 game, but just turned out 1 pinch short. Man. Alright guys, so that was about it. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous for this young man, so yeah, he was a 1 pinch short from that. And yeah, I'll show you guys my bowling lane very quick. And yeah, I know this PBA bowling TV show is over, but I'm gonna show you guys about my bowling lane very quick. And this is, let me unzoom that quick. Yeah, this is my bowling lane right here. And let me unplug this quick. Yeah, this is the 3-pin that I left after when I bowl on my shot, and all of a sudden it snapped off. But the good news, it is all fixed up, and it's been built for 4 years and 2 months. So that's how long that it's been built. So that's what I'll be finishing up probably after when I eat first, since I haven't ate yet. So yeah, that's what it is. And having to make your own string pincer is a lot better. All right, sorry guys, it cut me off again. But all right, so as I was saying, and to make your own string a pincer like this, that these machines that the string will pull it down like that, and it will trigger if it's down. But this time I don't do that like these parts, since when the string pin is down like that, if the pin is still standing, I will still count to how many pins were left standing. I won't have to worry about the strings, all that. So yeah, to make your own string pincer is a good idea. So that's how I flex glued it, everything together. So that's what I did. And if you've seen one of my YouTube videos, make sure you guys check it out. And yeah, it's been built for 4 years and 2 months. And so yeah, this is the Lego right here that I put right here on this TV right here. So I'll put it back in just a minute. And you see, I did tie that up right there. You see, I did tie it up, and that's what I did. So all right, so that's what it is, and that's how I'll be finishing that up. So and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So thank you guys for watching, and the 2 videos will be uploaded in this mini bowling lane right here. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week of the in the PBA human doubles championship. So let's flip it up my camera. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week of the PBA human doubles championship. So yeah, make sure you guys enjoy this beautiful, nice warm day, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy of on myself too. All right, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.